everybody, and welcome to boys high school basketball on DouglasCountyDigest.com. Tonight we see a matchup featuring the home team Tuscola Warriors for the first time taking on the Heritage Villa Grove Hawks. The Warriors have, in past years they've played Villa Grove. They've also played Heritage. Now they're going to meet the co-op of Heritage Villa Grove. Chris Patton here with Luke Johnson. And Luke, our first chance to see both these squads in action this year. Both teams had some issues last year when we saw them. Things didn't go the way they wanted to, but looking to change that around, and we'll see this year. Tuscola is kind of a small lineup, not a lot of guys, not a lot of numbers, not a lot of size either. And Heritage Villa Grove looking kind of like they have a deeper roster of some guys we've seen before, and now under the direction of Andy Place.
And yeah, Heritage is definitely bringing the size tonight, a little bit bigger than Tuscola, but Tuscola is going to be all about the fast break and maybe getting through their offense in a hurry, trying to get up points. They don't want to let Heritage set up their defense because getting to the hole against some of the taller, bigger defenders for Heritage is going to be tough. Tuscola is 1-2, and Villa Grove Heritage is 4-2, I believe. And both teams, I think, are on a winning streak. Tuscola has a one-game winning streak, and Heritage, I think, is taking 4 wins into this ball game. And Tuscola's only played the Little Okaw so far, so this is another Little Okaw matchup for Tuscola, who's now in the Big Okaw Valley Conference.
And we get the announcements made by PA announcer Richard Kidwell here tonight. The starting lineups for the two squads. We'll kind of track those and give them to you here in a minute. But you mentioned Tuscola wants to play fast. Is that something with the roster that only has 10 guys on it? Is that something they're going to be able to keep up with?
Heritage, I think, will be able to keep up with it. They have some returning a few guys that were pretty good from last year. They have decent speed, and I would Andy Place did a good job with Heritage last year. They struggled finding a rhythm for both teams, Villa Grove and Heritage, and hopefully combining them, they should be a little bit better this year. They'll be trying to find some cohesiveness in between their team as a co-op this year, but Tuscola is coming off a struggling season, and both teams are young. Both teams are very young. There's only a couple of seniors for both teams and quite a few juniors, but not returning a whole lot of guys with a lot of playing time from last year.
And, like we said earlier, the Tuscola guys haven't maybe experienced the success, at least on the basketball court, that they've maybe gotten in other areas. The Villa Grove guys, we know they didn't have a ton of success last year. But the Heritage guys, I know we saw Heritage play against Arthur Lovington in the LOVC conference tournament. And I believe that game might even gone into overtime, and Heritage came away the victor. So you've kind of got a mixture of guys on that side that have had some success and been able to do some things, and see how they blend together, see kind of how the culture comes together with that team. We're getting ready for the tip here, and we've already got one little thing that I've going to throw me off here. Number 20 for the Warriors, not listed on the roster that we were given. We'll try and listen in and see who that is, so hopefully we can update our notes here. But there's the jump. Heritage Villa Grove controls it, and it's with number 4, Lucas Vandevetter.
And Vandevetter was a shooter from last year for Villa Grove, if I remember correctly. He had the high hand from behind the three-point arc.
Skylar Orwick, number 11, Chance Lemon with it now. Back in the corner to number 30, Orwick. Guarded tightly by number 5, Nick Bates for the Warriors. Lucas Vandevetter with it again. And Vandevetter was a threat last year from deep. We'll see if he does that again. Chance Lemon, he's 11. Gives it off to 0-0, Ryan Fitzgerald. Number 5, Jordan Wolf with it. Feeds it inside, Warriors tie it up. Instead, it gets passed along the baseline to Jordan Wolf, who lays it up and in.
Good pass by Vandevetter down on the baseline for an easy layup.
Number 11 for the Warriors, Kyle Pugh with it. Here's that shot by 20, put up no good, rebounded and not controlled by the Warriors. Going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be Hawks ball. Sorry.
That's all right. Good hustle by both teams on that play. It was a long rebound, and unfortunately, Tuscola player couldn't come away with it. Clayton Turner, I believe.
Nick Bates, Kyle Pugh, Clayton Turner, Zach Bates are the ones we have in there for the Warriors right now. Shot put up good by Lucas Vandevetter. 4-0 Heritage Villa Grove here. 6:48 left to go in the first. Nick Bates with it now, guarded tightly by 2 men. Passes it off to Kyle Pugh, number 11. He's guarded by 11. That's VGH's Chance Lemon. Thought about putting up the shot there, did 5 Bates. He passes it off. Now it's with 32 Clayton Turner. Inside in the lane is Zach Bates. He tries to go towards the basket. Ends up going out of bounds off his leg.
Tough drive to the hoop, drive into a compacted lane there by Heritage Broadlands. They had all sunk into the lane there to keep him away from the basket. Lost it off his leg.
Lucas Vandevenner with it now for the Hawks. They lead 4-0 here in the early going. Pass goes out of bounds, hit by no one. It's going to be Tuscola ball.
And a lot of pressure up top from both teams. The guard play right now, they're trying to exclude the dribbler.
The Warriors have it with Kyle Pugh. He's going to drive, pull up, shot, good. 2 points for number 11, Kyle Pugh, a 5'10" senior guard for the Warriors. It's 4-2 Heritage Villa Grove.
And that's a great shot for Kyle Pugh to ball fake, take 2 dribbles, pull up in the lane as the defender's moving backwards. Excellent job.
30, that's Skylar Orwick with it for the Hawks. Dishes it down into the corner. 0-0, that was Fitzgerald. Gives it out now with number 5, Jordan Wolf. Kicks it back out top. Chance Lemon puts it up, hits the backboard, doesn't get the rim. Here come the Warriors. Warriors look to push it up. Kyle Pugh pulls it up, 32. Clayton Turner puts it up and good. 3-point basket for Clayton Turner. It's 5-4 Tuscola. 5:15 left to go in the first.
And that was a good fast break. It was a fast break because they outnumbered Heritage to the other end. And they didn't have the primary basket, a layup, but they moved it around and found the 3-point shooter.
Offensive foul going to go against Heritage Villa Grove. And we've got Jackson McCrory and Austin Martin into the game for the Warriors. Getting the signal right now who the foul's going to go against for the Hawks. Haven't heard an announcement yet, and it hasn't gone up on the scoreboard.
That's his first, number 1 on the Warriors.
They're calling that foul on the Warriors. Josh Knight, he's number 20.
He's number 20. Listed in the program as 12, but he is 20 tonight.
I was a little confused. I didn't know how that one was going to, because Josh Knight kind of ran over the Heritage screener there.
Well, that was my original thought that yes, that it was originally going to be against Tuscola, but the student section right in front of the call started erupting, so I thought maybe they picked up something right there on the court.
I think two of the referees signaled to give it Tuscola's ball as well. So,
well, anyway, the Warriors get the ball back, though. Traveling called against Villa Grove, and the Warriors have a 1-point advantage. Just over 5 minutes left to go here in the first from Tuscola High School. Nick Bates moves it down the floor. Number 20, Josh Knight with it. Bates is going to put up a shot, but it's after the foul on the floor. Going to get a blocking foul called against Villa Grove Heritage.
And Nick Bates is a good slasher, a good cutter. He drives really well to the basket. He's a decent player for the perimeter, but his best feature is getting to the basket and scoring near the rim.
Jackson McCrory tried to force a pass into the lane off the inbounds. It's taken away by Villa Grove Heritage for the Hawks. Bring it down now. And move it around, number 4, that's Lucas Vandevenner has it. He kicks it back out top to 11, Chance Lemon. And Lemon gets it back. He's going to drive on McCrory. A little contact there, no foul called. Lucas Vandevenner with it now, kicks it across to 30, Orwick. Hawks being patient here in this possession, moving the ball around. Vandevenner feeds it into the post, kicked right back out. Orwick has it, he's going to drive. Kicked over to Chance Lemon, puts up a shot, no good. And Nick Bates comes down with it, throws it up ahead to McCrory, gets tangled up with a teammate, going to get called for the travel. Two guys in the same spot on the same team.
That's tough. Had an open layup, a good pass by the QB, Nick Bates, throwing it down the floor, and just got clipped from behind by his own teammate. Excellent box out down here by the Tuscola team as a whole to get that rebound.
Warriors have cranked up the defense after allowing two fairly easy buckets the first couple trips down by the Hawks. Heritage Villa Grove has it now. Moving it around. Here comes a three, put up, and good.
That is not the guy you want shooting the ball from the perimeter if you're Tuscola. Lucas Vandeventer. He is a shooter from out there.
Not afraid to put it up. He knocks it down. He's got 5. His team has 7. 7-5. Bates goes to the basket, and we're going to blocking call against Villa Grove. It's going to be 2 shots for Nick Bates.
Good attempt by the Heritage player to get in there. He was just a little late.
Personal foul goes against number 11, Chance Lemon. His first, team second. Chance Lemon is a 5'8" junior. Bates makes the first one, gets his first points of the night. 7-6, Heritage Villa Grove. Multiple substitutions for both teams. Tommy Watson in for the Warriors. We also have Zach Bates back in. Austin Martin also out there. Kyle Pugh. Nick Bates looking to knock down the second one. He does. We are tied at 7. 3:25 left to go here in the first from Tuscola. Hawks and Warriors. Drive to the basket, shot put up, no good, kind of off the side. We got 3 people chasing it down. Warriors come away with it, and they're on the move. Tough time getting in corral, but the Warriors do save it. Then Bates cuts through the lane, loses the ball. It looks like was about to go out of bounds off his foot. He kind of, once he lost the handle on it, kind of went off his foot and went out of bounds, but we're going to get a foul called against the Hawks first.
The personal foul is on number 4,
Lucas Vandeventer called for the foul. His first, team's third. Hard to get a handle on the ball there for both teams. A couple possessions in a row. Warriors throw it into 5. Nick Bates, he gives it off to Kyle Pugh. He's going to drive, pull up, and float one up there. Doesn't go down. Gets it back, though, off the steal. Warriors trapping Villa Grove Heritage there as they try and get it back down the floor. Warriors had a man down. Here comes Villa Grove with a 3, put up no good. That was number 12, Gilbert Nieto. Guys on the floor trying to get the ball. We're going to have a jump ball called. Possession arrow will point to the Warriors.
Man, lots of hustle going on out there. Nobody can hold on to the ball. It looks pretty slippery from where we're sitting. I see a lot of guys slipping on and sliding on the floor as well.
An official stopping play here, or not letting the ball come back in yet until we can get a towel, I think, out here. And we've talked about the slippage, and Matt Franks is going to come out. That's kind of one of the things you have to do, I guess, when you're a high school coach. You know, in college, they've got the kids down along the baseline that can come out and do it. But when you're a high school coach, you got to do some of that work yourself. Matt Franks does it right in front of the bench. And now Zach Bates going to take the towel down there to the other end of the floor and mop it up himself. So and he's getting critiqued by the crowd. They're telling him where the spots are that he needs to get.
And it looks like he's got it all now.
Isn't that what the athletic director's for? Where's Ryan Hornaday? Get him out there and do that stuff. Make the kids and the coach do that. Come on, guys. All right, I think we're ready to go here. 2:43 left to go in the first. We're tied at 7. Well, back and forth game here so far, Luke.
And Tuscola's really picked up the defense, and there's still a lot of pressure out on the perimeter against both of these teams right now.
Tommy Watson going to bring it up for the Warriors, number 45. 6-foot junior guard, picks up his dribble, guarded by Nieto. He dishes it off to 15, Austin Martin. Drive and one put up kind of wildly off the glass. Nice job of Nick Bates to get that rebound and then go right back up without getting fouled away. And the Warriors just forced a turnover? No, they did not. I'm going to say it's out of bounds off the white team, the Tuscola Warriors. The Heritage Villa Grove Hawks will inbound in front of their bench. Although we do have a conference here between the officials. The man that made the original call stuck with it. He saw what he saw and convinced his partner that he saw correctly. 9-7 Warriors lead, 2:20 left to go here in the first. Nieto, number 12 with it now for the Hawks. He dishes it off, that's 22, Brandon Koberline. Hawks moving it around. Oh, I think we're going to get a carry called right there against Jordan Wolf.
Good call. Good defensive pressure again by the Warriors. They're all over the perimeter players right now.
Warriors making it hard for the Hawks to get anything done. Wolf is going to take a seat for the Hawks. Austin Hubbard going to come back into the game. Kyle Pugh walking back to the bench with something held up against the space. I think he was the one that they were kind of cleaning up from when he took a hard spill last time. Hope he's okay and can get back in the game. Tommy Watson tries to lob one into the post. It goes, throws a little too high though. Clayton Turner can't get it, and it's going to be Hawks ball.
I think he got his eye cut open there down here, and the big man got a rebound for Heritage.
Yeah. So we hope he's able to get checked out and get back in the game here. Warriors going to crank up the defense with him on the bench now, though. Keep pressuring things out top. Number 12, Nieto has he feeds
Nice
into the post
pass.
to a wide open Cameron Nell. Number 21, Cameron Nell with a little backdoor cut there. And ball goes out of bounds. It's going to go out of bounds off Tuscola. Heritage Villa Grove will have it. We're tied at 9, a minute 19 left to go in the first.
And Heritage has that little token full court pressure until the ball gets past it, and then everybody fades back. But that was too easy for Tuscola to give up that backdoor layup to Cameron Nell. They need to, they have to see the ball and man.
And there's a steal by Tuscola's Nick Bates. He's going to go down for the lefty layup. Doesn't go down. Too much pressure there. We get a steal, but they're going to say he is out of bounds. Yeah. Nice hustle there by number 20, Josh Knight, to take that away after it looked like the Hawks were going to come away with it off the missed layup. But his foot touched the out of bounds line, and it's going to be Hawks ball.
And Heritage needs to cut down on the turnovers. They need to be patient. They've been pretty patient on offense. They have to look for the good shot. They were patient last time and found a man for a wide open layup. They need to do the same again at the end of the quarter.
Tied at 9, 50 seconds left to go in the first quarter here from Tuscola. Hawks and Warriors. Pull-up jumper, no good. Long rebound. Goes to the Warriors. Almost give it away, and they do. Warriors can't corral it back there. That's twice in a row now that they've had those issues.
I kind of thought that one was tipped by a defender there just by the way the ball bounced out of bounds, but the referee says otherwise.
Well, we talked about their fast pace in the opening, and a couple times now that fast pace has kind of bit them like that when they try to go a little too fast without making sure they've got a full handle on it. Gilbert Nieto puts one up, and it hits the iron, no good. Backboard and iron. Now here come the Warriors. Tommy Watson with it now. And this is kind of where not having Kyle Pugh at the moment is going to hurt the Warriors. Shot put up, rolls around, doesn't go down though for Tommy Watson.
And he is the main point guard for Tuscola, brings the ball up almost every time.
Hawks with under 10 seconds left to go. We're tied at 9. Let's see what they can do. Austin Hubbard had it. It's down into the corner now to 4. Lucas Vanderven, and there's a steal knocked away. Ball's going to go out of bounds as the buzzer goes. We have played one quarter from Tuscola High School, where the Warriors and the Heritage Villa Grove Hawks are tied at 9. We'll be back with the second quarter on DouglasCountyDigest.com.